Today our work is all about VAR and CVAR. So we will first understand the portfolio VAR concept, where we have taken Google, Apple, Facebook and made the portfolio. So what is the difference between VAR and portfolio VAR? Portfolio VAR is for the VAR for the entire portfolio. So basically calculation of expected shortfall at 95% probability and at 99% probability. On the contrary, we can say the chance of losing money with 5% chance, and again the chance of losing money with 1% chance for a total portfolio, not for a particular stock. So we have taken Google, we have taken Apple, we have taken Facebook, and we have made the portfolio. So all these three companies, we have taken 1 year data. So the total number of observations are 252. This is the adjusted close for Google. Log return is calculated. Log return is sorted just like the previous video. Then we have calculated the observation number 1, that is 1 minus 95% into 252 total number of observation. So we got the length of the tail. So in the first case, the length of the tail is 13. So while calculating CVAR, we have calculated that entire loss in the tail divided it by number of observations. That is how we calculated the CVAR. How we calculated the VAR? On the 13th parameter, on the 13th observation, what is the loss? That is the VAR. So that is the VAR, and the weighted average observation loss is the CVAR. Similarly for 99, we got an observation of 3. So what is CVAR? The average of this 1, 2 and 3 days divided by basically the tail length, the fat tail length of the 3 days divided by 3, that is the weighted average. And what we have done for this VAR calculation, the value on the 3rd day, the loss on the 3rd day, that is the VAR. So we have done the same calculation for Apple, since 1 minus 95% and 1 minus 99% is kind of obviously same, and we are multiplying it with 252 days observation. That means in all cases the observation is coming 13 and 3. So 3 means the third observation is for VAR 99%, and for the 13th observation is for VAR 95%. So in a similar way, here also the 13th observation, the loss that comes as VAR here 95, and the entire set of this fat tail from minus 13.77 till here average, that comes divided by 13, that comes as a CVAR. Same thing goes for the 99% also. Facebook also the same data we have taken, similar data, not same, and we have calculated in the same way. If you have any problem in the calculation, you can see the previous video. Calculation is given in depth there. Now when we make a portfolio, so I have made a rough estimated portfolio where Google I have allocated 40%, Apple and Facebook I have allocated 30%. So what happens here basically that Google we could have allocated a little more, 45 or 50%, because Google, if you see, the chances of loss is lesser. So the CVAR 99 is 10.71, where in Apple it is 12.86%, and where in Facebook it is 13.40. But we have to always believe that these values can change and these values will be changing. That is why we cannot expect that in the past the CVAR of Google was low. That means in the present and the future also it will be low. So that we cannot consider. So by that method we have done the weighted average. You can see the formula here, weighted average. 0.440%, 0.330%, 0.330%. Like that we have calculated. And what we have done, we have calculated. So when we have done that CVAR thing, we understood here very clearly that if we change these values, then possibly, so let me do that change here. So suppose if Google I make suppose 70% and suppose Apple 15% and Facebook 15%. Then let's see what happens. It will further reduce and the portfolio can be little better, but we cannot guarantee that this will remain. That's a major concern. We cannot guarantee that the Google will always deliver similar return and Apple and Facebook will also deliver similar return, that guarantee is very difficult. So that is the whole ball game. So you can see here the values have gone down further as I have changed the allocation in the portfolio of VAR. Similar for portfolio of CVAR, I have to change the allocation. So if I change the allocation for the portfolio of CVAR, also we can understand the value will change, because CVAR is taken with lot of impetus, lot of importance. So the last value of CVAR, it has gone down drastically. So it was 12.16%, it has gone down to 11.44%. So on a lot of money, suppose some 20,000 crores or $20,000, $20 million or $200 million, even 50 basis point is a lot of money. And here we are talking about close to 80 basis point to 90 basis point change in VAR or change in CVAR. So that is a lot of money. So here we have to understand this, that by the historical data, the shortcoming is that by historical data we cannot guarantee that the portfolio VAR will be lowered if we follow the pattern. But the pattern can change. Tomorrow Google can give more negative return, and tomorrow Facebook can give. So because the pattern can change, because Google can change, Facebook can change, Apple can change, more number of stocks can be there in a portfolio, not merely 3, maybe 30 or 40 that will be there in the portfolio. So all this put together, it brings us in a very precarious situation to make the portfolio VAR. So it's not easy. It's easy to blame some bankers of portfolio VAR being high, but it is difficult because already VAR is on assumptions that completely rests on Gaussian distribution. And in real life, we all know that Gaussian distribution is a little difficult for these kind of markets. So we generally get the fat tail distribution, Levy distribution, Poisson distribution sometimes, gamma distribution, may not be Gaussian all the time. And even if it is Gaussian, it will be fat tail. So the kurtosis value will be high. So under such circumstances, it becomes really a challenge for the bankers, especially for the investment bankers, to make a portfolio where the portfolio VAR becomes really low. So I hope you like this video, and more videos are coming. Please watch the previous video for a detailed calculation, because in this video I have hurried a bit for the discussion, and the previous video is more on the calculation side. Thank you very much.